Right, good morning everybody. Welcome to Temple Fitness Thursday. Traditionally our sort of quietest day, I suppose, in here. Which is lucky, we've got steps today. If you've got a step at home, then obviously you can use it, but I'll give you adaptations to do without the step, don't worry, it works just as well. Otherwise, you're just going to need some light hand weights, and that's it. The Terrible 2 as it's called, and it's all about these 2 minutes, where you have a series of things to do in the 2 minutes, a series of exercises, the rest of the 2 minutes is your rest. No finisher today, we're just doing 4 rounds of that. Quite a notorious one, this, it's pretty tough. But again, I'll give you ways of adapting it to suit, so don't worry. Right, let's get warmed up and then I'll go through the details with you. Right. Nine, 10, lovely. 10 circles each way. Turn back. you're going to do a jack ladder. Okay? I'm going to be going to 18. So a ladder, I'm going to add 2 reps. We do this quite often. Big for our finishing challenges. I'm going to do 2 jacks. 1, 2. Just like the warm-up, easy. However, I'm then jumping over the step. Then I'm going to add 2, 3, 4, over the top, 6, over the top, 8, over the top, 10, over the top, 12. Keep climbing that ladder until you hit your chosen number. I'm going for 18. If you can max out, brilliant, and still have a bit of rest, fine. Okay? But if you'd rather go up to sort of 12 or 14 or whatever you want to do, 16, that's fine too. Okay? And also, you haven't got to jump all the way over. You can just do a little skip across. Okay, nearest foot, skip across. You can do it that way. Okay? So you haven't got to do the full jump. Okay, that's again more advanced. You need to be able to absorb that impact as you jump. Okay, anyway, number 3. Dumbbells this time. That's it for the step, the first 2. Okay, dumbbells. So, what we're doing, you check the numbers here. Piston presses, 40. So 1 up, 1 down, and then switch like a piston, yeah? So it's not alternate. So when we're doing this, that would be an alternate press. Piston press is like that, so they're crossing the pads. Okay? 40 from the shoulder, 20 each side. Then hold them both up. Then you're going for overhead lunge. Okay, the top one. Opens up the body, there's a lot of mobility involved there. If you'd rather just do regular lunges, that's fine. 20 reps. And then finally, tricep kickbacks. So you're hinging, which means push the knees out, hips drop back, get to that hinge position, triceps up, or elbows up, and then squeeze. And all the movement is happening there, look. Okay, not here. So the elbows are up and they stay up. And you just squeeze in your tricep. You don't need a lot of weight. Again, for that whole drill, you shouldn't need a lot of weight. Okay? 20 each side, 20, 20. Final 2. This is one of our more notorious ones, this. Now, this is an accumulator, not a ladder. This is a 5 rep accumulator, different to a ladder. This time, I don't need to add 5 reps each time, because trust me, that's going to be ridiculous. So you're not going 5, then 10, then 15. You're doing 5, bear crawl, another 5, bear crawl back, another 5, another 5, until you hit your target. Morning, Sandra. So I'm going for 40. Again, everybody's different with their press up, particularly press ups, speed. So you might want to go for 30 or even 25. This is how you do it. So you've got your mat. If you haven't got a mat, you're looking at that sort of distance, half a body's length, yeah? So I'm going to go 5 push-ups. Okay, I can be on my knees if need be. Okay, I'm in that arrowhead, shoulders down, not in a T, like this. Let me there. Okay, anyway, 5. Then I'm going to bear crawl to the top of the mat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm accumulating. Yeah? Back. Another 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back. So I'm going back and forth. Half the body's length. And doing 5 each side until I hit my chosen target. Okay? And the final one, minute 5. 15 burpees, 15 sit-ups. Again, feel free to change. Do 10 and 10 if you need to. Don't forget, you've got 2 minutes though, so plenty of time. Get your burpees done. Okay, and then sit-ups. Okay, if you want to do them strict, that's up to you. Okay, that's it. We're ready.
That's it.
It's easy. Now what we're doing then? 2 rounds. Then we have a little half time, 2 minutes. 2 minutes break, and then we go go again for another 2 rounds. I'm Australian then. Go again. 2 rounds. Little rest. And then another 2 rounds, okay? Just be the highest. Right, there we go. So, step first. Right, here we go. 10, 10, 10. All the way. 3, 2. So next we've got our jack ladder. So this one you're adding 2 reps. Starts at 2. See where you can get to. I'm aiming for 18. Adjust it to suit. Right, Brilliant. Two more. Press up. Accumulator. 5 reps each time. Don't add 5 reps. You accumulate until you hit your target. Come in for 40. See where you can get to. Just for 2 exercises. Burpees and sit-ups. Somewhere between 10 and 15. Okay. Tinkering time to wrap up your first round. 15 seconds. Get them breaths in. this first 15 burpees, 15 sit-ups. Well done. Remember, they can all be adapted. It's as hard as it gets this one. It's a tough one when it's done to its full extent. You adjust the reps to suit, remember? Okay? As long as you're having a go, that's all that matters. If I say 15 and you do 8, it doesn't matter. As long as next time you do 9, that's what matters. Right, another minute or so. Catch your breath. We're going back in. Another minute. Get the oxygen levels back up. Mobility straight after this. And like I keep saying, mobility is so important. If you want the power, strength is one thing, but strength without mobility, you won't have power. Power comes from being relaxed and fluid, okay? Mobile. So, if you want power, stick around for the mobility after. Right, we're nearly in there. necessary step. Right, here we go. going, we're nearly there. Lovely. Okay, not to mention, it's going to reduce those cortisol levels. You're feeling $1 million. It's just half an hour back in just 2 minutes. See you for that. Or tomorrow, 9:30 again. Run through the jungle. Not the zoo. Run through the jungle. Classic. See you tomorrow. Or in 2 minutes. Or possibly both.